How are you today?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad you could make it. Do you know why you're here?
Well, my sister recommended that I come, and but I'm not exactly sure what she meant or why I'm here.
So you're not sure of why you're here, but you know it's necessary to keep that relationship with your sister.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My sister said if I didn't come, that she would kind of cut me off.
Okay. Are there any issues that you're having that might concern your sister?
Well, my life has been pretty hard lately, and I think maybe there are some lifestyle habits that she doesn't approve of, but there's no major issues.
Could you go into more detail about those particular lifestyle choices?
Well, I live by myself with my 2 children, and I like to have a glass or 2 of wine every night and a couple of shots throughout the day, and so maybe she thinks that my alcohol is a little bit too excessive.
So on the one hand, other people view your alcohol as a problem, but you're completely fine with your drinking. It's only occasional.
Right. Yeah, definitely occasional. I like it.
Are there any stresses in your life that cause you to drink more?
Well, I started drinking when I was pregnant with my, so what happened was my ex-husband and I were both in school, in college, and he was studying medicine and was in med school, but I was just a sophomore in college. And so we decided that I should drop out of school and start working in order to support him while he was in residency and doing all of his crazy long hours at med school. And during that time, I started feeling really lonely and kind of stressed, and I started having one or two drinks every night.
So you felt a lot of pressure with having to be the financial supporter, and you found that drinking every night relieved some of those pressures and relieved some of the stress.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily maybe relieving, but I definitely felt like I was the major financial provider for that time. I knew that it would pay off, and that having a husband that was a doctor would be the dream life. But yeah, at that time, I was really burdened by that, and alcohol just seemed to just kind of relieve maybe that burden.
You use alcohol as an outlet for your problems.
I guess you could say that. It seems almost though more like alcohol is something that is consistent, something that is always there, and it usually ends up producing the same results every time. It's something I can kind of count on.
So far in life, alcohol has been, you're not necessarily dependent on it, but it's stable. It's always there for you when you need it. It brings happiness to your life. It's relaxing, all those things.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you don't necessarily view yourself as having a drinking problem, but what are the concerns of your sister that would lead her to think that you might?
Well, I think that because I might need to think about this a little bit more. Maybe because right now I'm the primary caregiver or financial provider for my children. My husband divorced me 2 years ago, right after we had Mary. She's the 3-year-old who's handicapped. So right after that, was when I was divorced. So I feel like drinking has...
Oh, I was saying, what issues at home or concerns in your behavior does your sister see as a problem? Like, are there ways that you're responding to your children, or is it affecting work, or any other of those things that she might want to cut off ties if you don't seek help?
I guess she's starting to, I guess she thinks that, she thinks that I'm spending too much time, too much money on drinking alcohol and not investing in my children enough, but I don't see that at all.
So in your mind, you can still have fun and drink alcohol and be an effective parent.
Exactly, yeah.
Are you aware of some of the possible dangers that you put your child in when you are intoxicated?
I don't really think of myself as a danger, so yeah, no, I don't really think I've ever thought about that before.
So there's no correlation with your alcohol use and being able to provide for your children?
Well, now that you say that, I think it's been harder for me to find jobs because I'm very limited to, I stay up really late at night and I sleep in really late, so the only jobs I really look for are kind of in the middle of the day when I feel like I finally am able to.
So part-time jobs or second shift jobs allow you to have that relationship with your alcohol, but you see that maybe if you could work on different schedules, you could focus more on your children and things like that?
Yeah, I think now that you say it like that, maybe I've limited myself to specific jobs because I'm holding on to this hobby so tightly.